let's talk about my goal for this adventure, or this craziness as my wife calls it. Parker Schnabel, his goal on Gold Rush is like 6,000 ounces. Tony Beats is like 5,000. Rick Ness is like 1,000. My goal is going to be 2 ounces. Here's how I came to that number. I'd like to pretty much break even. I'm not trying to get rich off this. I would just like to break even. And to do that, the lease was about $750. It's about a 6-hour drive, so say 350 miles, 700 round trip. The car will take, it's about 25 miles per gallon, so it'll be about $100 in gas each time. It's a 14-month lease. I hope to go once a month, so $1,400 for gas. $750 for the lease itself. Have about $1,000 worth of equipment, so that's about $3,500 in expenses right there. Gold is $2,000 an ounce, so 2 ounces would be about $4,000. I figure that would be right there at the break-even mark, maybe a tiny bit of profit. There's going to be some stuff coming up. I still need to buy a leaf blower for my dry washer. I'll show you how a dry washer works soon. There's some other equipment that we'll have to get. We'll have to get gas and spark plugs and things like that. We already have the basics, the gold pans, the dry washer, the metal detector, all that stuff we already have. So if you need to buy that stuff, your goal will have to be higher than 2 ounces then. But maybe your claim isn't as far away and you won't be spending as much on gas. So that's it. That's my goal. That's my reasoning behind it, about 2 ounces. So now in order to weigh our gold, we're going to need a clean, dry container that we know the weight of when it's empty. So I'm going to weigh this now, and then in the future we could put our gold in here, weigh it again, and subtract the weight of the empty container. So first thing, I'm going to heat it up with a heat gun just to make sure I cleaned it out. There's still a little bit of liquid left in there. Heat it up with a heat gun to drive that all out. And I'll do that each time. When I put the gold will be wet when I pour it in here. I'll do that again to blow off all of the water, and then we can get an accurate weight on it. Okay, so 25.28 grams is the weight of the empty container. Now I'll put in the tiny little bit of gold that's at the bottom of this, and then the gold that's in the bottom of this, and then we'll get it all weighed out to see how much I've made in the past. Remind me sometime, I'll tell you the story of what happened to all of our gold nuggets. That's a funny story that I might even have to have a guest come on the show and tell you that story from their point of view. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to weigh it in, keeping in mind that the container itself weighed 25.28 grams, and 1 gram of gold is worth about $64. Here we go. Less than half a gram. So that's about $25 worth of gold right there.